Good morning. It's day 29 of the Junk Journal January Challenge hosted by Meg Journals and Guess Messy Art. Today is day 29 and the prompt is music. And when I hear music, I think music paper. So I have this music paper and I have this scrapbook paper that's got musical notes on it. I've got some piano paper. And then I have this chord manuscript book, which I can use, and all of those are music papers. So the back, I'm going to cover this Christmassy type plaid up with the music papers, and then I made these digitals a long time ago, years ago, and I also think of birds when I hear musical. So I'm probably going to use one of these. I think this one is too small. As a tag for the pocket, which this is a pocket here. So I'm going to keep the pocket. And then I was going to try to make a focal point of any one of these birds. And I'm kind of leaning towards this one. I don't know if I want to separate these guys though. Or this one. I think maybe it's too big though, because I don't want to cover up the whole background with stuff. So let's get to busy ripping up some papers for... Actually, I think I'll keep them squares and rectangles. I'll cut them into squares and rectangles for the background. And I got to remember to cut this out. And yeah, then we'll get the focal point on. These are just paper. I'll probably back them at some point, but for now I'm probably just going to put one or maybe all of them in there. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Right now let's get some papers cut up, and then I'll have to fussy cut a bird out. Let's see. I don't necessarily want these edges here. I just want all music. So let's just kind of cut these up and see what happens. I'll probably use my cutter for this one. Actually, I probably should have used it for this. I can't cut a straight line to save my life. So there we go. We'll do that. Got this one and this one. Oh, that's interesting. That side's different looking. Alright, so we've got that. Now, let's move that over. I also have the other half of that doily. See how that maybe can be put in the page. Let's see. Move these over a little bit. And I don't know if this will fit in here, but I think it will. Yeah, it will. Let's do some cutting of this paper into little, like the purple part. This is kind of a purplish tinge. Don't know if the camera's picking that up. And I think my camera is going to go dead soon, so I better plug it in. Let's finish cutting these up and hopefully it will last until I'm done cutting these papers up. In any event, you know what cutting papers up looks like, I'm sure. So let's do that. Alright, we got those papers cut up. Let me get my plug. Alright, we got this paper, and I think I can cut a straight line if there's a straight line right in front of me. Maybe. Who knows? But let's do that. Now the little G clef thing hangs out lower. So we'll do that. And that. And I'm going to cut a couple shorter too, like this. I found this at some kind of flea market or thrift shop. I found like about 10 of these, so they'll last me a while. So that's that. We'll cut out one more of these, I think. And then some piano paper. Maybe I'll just cut out a little G clef too. Why not? You never know where I might want to put it. So there's that. I'll move these out of the way. I like having a bigger space so I can just kind of move stuff out of the way, but not have to go all the way across the room to move it away. So now let's get out some piano paper. This I got at a Salvation Army. There was a whole bunch of them and I wish I had gotten more. So I'm going to cut out these words and a couple of pieces with the, you know, these little hole things in there. First, I think I'll just cut straight across this way. There. So that's, get that out of the way. Cut this out. I wonder if it says on the box what song this was. Nope. I don't think so. No. Oh well. Let's cut some of this out. Gotta make sure we don't cut on the holes, or we won't have many pieces. So we got that. Let's just cut this off. Maybe another one. Another one of I can't make out, just like chill. Understand probably. So weird that it's backwards. It's backwards to us. That one is not straight. Okay, let's see. I'm pretty sure that's probably enough to cover up our background. So I need to get some glue. I'll try my glue stick. Trying not to bump you. We have had such gloomy weather for weeks straight. I hope that we can get, oh yeah, that's going to have to go on top of something. I don't want to see that plaid. Let's start with this. Yeah, it's funny how you put a paper in there and think you're going to like it and use it, and then I don't really like that Christmassy plaid. I thought it would be good for January because it's close to Christmas, but nah. Let's put this like this. We'll need something for over there. I'm thinking of making some gesso over this, or putting some gesso over this too. I get down enough to cover up all that plaid there. Alright. What do we got? Let's do this one. And again, I have this, the other half of that pink paper right there, so I'm going to just try to cover that up too. Get a bigger piece here. And put that just like that. I have a hard time putting anything with words upside down. I don't know why. Just me being weird, I guess. And put that like that. That's not straight. And also, paper's not being straight, which most people don't really pay that much attention to papers being straight or not either when you're putting junk journals together. Let's do that. Cover up the pink too. Not get over that. I'd rather have the pink showing a little bit than the plaid showing a little bit. And I gotta figure out. Maybe I need to put something like this on. But first, maybe this. Some more music paper. Or maybe with gesso, maybe it won't show through the holes as much. Not sure. Not sure what to do about that. Let's put that right there. Let's see how a piece looks over. Not sure how I feel about that. Glue that down better. I'm going to put that right there. That fits pretty good right there. Let's do that. I'll still have a little piece right there, but I'm going to cover it with something. We can cover it. Let's do this. It's upside down. I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell if it's upside down. And now we need something over here. That's too, don't want to cover up this whole thing though, so let's cut some of this off. Let's do that. Oops. Let's do that. Got that covered up. And I think G clef would fit like right here. We can cover that up a little bit. Okay. Let me figure out where to place my little piano paper because I want to get some of that on there. Oh, how about I do this? Cut that little piece like that, and I can just kind of maybe put it on top of there, or here. I think I'll put it right there actually. Oops, it's already sticking. Oh boy, I think I ripped it. And now it wants to keep moving. This paper is pretty delicate. Oh, now my glue stick just fell apart. Okay, let's get this bottom one piece moved down a little bit where it belongs. I think it went this way. It's hard to tell. Let's put it like that. Okay, and now maybe I'll put this one. Let's see. Maybe just like that. Good thing I have a few more glue sticks. And my daughter is snoring again. I think she caught a little cold, and I think I did too. So, Okay, that little piece needs some stickiness. Okay, there's my background, but I still feel like I need to cover that up, and let me see what I can do for that. I was thinking of covering it with something and then just cutting the hole out, so let me think about that for a while. I don't really want to put another one right next to it, and then that's right next to that, so I gotta come up with a different solution. Let's see. Alright, so what I decided on was just part of a part of the piano paper that doesn't have any printing on it or any holes in it. So I'm just going to, I think I need a longer piece to glue it on though, because most of it's over a hole. So let's do that, get my hole puncher, and then line it up. I think that's the right size, hopefully. So it was like slightly more than halfway. Actually, I think I might need to do this first on a bigger piece, and then to make sure I have it big enough, because it kind of looks like that to me. Not really, it's more than halfway. So let's cut that out, and then I can, yeah, that's perfect actually. Okay, let's do that. I'll just cut it around. I don't want to cut it too small because we want it to stick. I like a little too big to cover all the other stuff up. Like, I'm going to cover up my G clef. I'll just put another one on top of it. So let's just cut this a little bit because there's a piece coming off. Cut this a little bit, and now I think that'll be good. I'll cover that up, and then I'll put another G clef on there. Okay, perfect. I need a little scrap paper here to glue on. Okay, here's my scrap paper, my glue. Make sure that's nice and gluey. Alright. Take this. I don't want that on there. Put this up like that. May end up being slightly delicate, but I don't know. I think I matched it up pretty good there. And now we'll cut out. Actually, you can still see G clef there, but let's go ahead and do that anyway. There. We are done with the background. Put him right there. There. Okay. And I do think, I think I will put a slight amount of gesso on there. What I have here is Art Basics Heavy Gesso White. Now, it might actually be darker than I want it to be, but it's the only gesso I have. I could use white paint, I suppose, but let's just go for it. Let's spread it out thin, and might try some inking, but I don't want to totally cover up everything either. So I think it's going to be okay. It's not that dark. Kind of blending in, just blending everything, toning everything down slightly. And I think I'm going to let that dry now. And I feel like there's a glob right there, but maybe not. I don't know, I might spray it with some ink or coffee dye or something. Alright, so I have a couple of these. This one is Antique Bronze Distress Spray. The only problem I've had with these is that they don't spray very well. So this is dry. Let's see if I can get this to spray. Nope. Unfortunately, it is not going to spray. Let's see if any of my other ones will spray. I've also got tarnished brass and brushed pewter. Let's go with brushed pewter. See if that one will spray. Yeah, I have not had much luck with these. Sometimes they'll spray once. Yeah, this one's not going to spray either. It's like a white glob coming out. I don't really know what to do with these if I can't spray them, though, you know? Oh well, let's go back to my other one that I know does usually spray pretty good, and that's the walnut ink. The problem with this one is it never dries, ever, and I just have to like dab it. So let's see if that one will work. Yep. I got it on the other page too. But see, all these hunks, I'm going to have to like blot them to get them to dry. And see, now even this one's not working anymore. Ay, ay, ay. Let me get the bronze one out. Maybe I can put some drips on it if I open it like this. Yeah, there's some. That's good. It's pretty, and I never use it because I can't get it to work. But this looks pretty. Oh, we've only got 2 more days of the challenge. I'm kind of sad that it's going to be over. So we're going to let that dry, and then I'll put my focal point bird on there and my journaling card inside. Let's look at the birds again and see if I can pick one that I like the best and I think would fit the best. We've got yellow birds, and I just don't think yellow goes with that background. Oh, this one actually goes perfectly with the background, and this one would look nice too, but I really think this one is perfect. So I'm going to cut him out and glue him on, and then I might need to add some more of those bronzy splatters, but it looks like some of it is drying. The bronze splatters are drying. Not sure about the other stuff, but I'm going to cut him out off camera and then come back. Alright, so I have dried and fussy cut out my page. Now I just found some wet gesso. But he sort of blends into the background too much. So I am not really sure what to do about that. Maybe he needs to be on top of something else. Or maybe I need a different bird. Okay, I've cut him out, and I think he does stand out on the page a little bit better. So I'm going to go with him, but I think I'm going to ink these little branches to be a little browner. And let's just kind of do it like this there. Okay, so I've inked that up. Oops, where's my page? We're going to just go ahead and put him like that. And then I'm going to put my tag in, and we're going to call it done. All done with day 29 of the Junk Journal January Challenge musical. I used a variety of musical papers for a background. I gessoed and sprayed with different inks, and then I put a little bird, which I believe is a Baltimore Oriole, on as a focal point. And then I have a Rose Breasted Grosbeak on a musical tag, And on the back I wrote a couple of quotes. The birds of hope are everywhere. Listen to them sing. And in a beautiful morning, walking barefoot to the work through the green fields with the company of the singing birds, and there you shall meet real happiness. Mehmet Murat Ildan. I thought that was a really neat quote, and that's going to go into the pocket. My husband is cutting something down in the basement, which you can hear. Okay, and so the tag's just going to go in like this, and I don't think I need to put a topper on it. You can see a little bit of the music there. Yeah, and I love hearing the birds sing. It is music to my soul and soothing. And during COVID, we would sit on the porch and watch the critters and hear the birds, and I thought, you know, they're carrying on as usual. Nothing is bothering them, and we should try to do our best to carry on as usual and be happy too. And then later I found out that there was a bird pandemic and we weren't allowed to feed the birds either. It was so depressing. But anyway, we can feed the birds and listen to the birds. The pandemic is not as bad as it was. We can still go out and do things now. And but I still love to hear the birds. What about you? Do you like to hear the birds in the springtime? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you tomorrow. And tomorrow the prompt is unexpected, and then we close. Look how chunky my book is getting. So anyway, we only got 2 more. I have a few more than that of pages left, but I might end up just leaving them blank. And oh my gosh, the sun is coming out. That is awesome. Goodbye, folks. Have a great day.